Good morning and welcome. I'm Celeste and this is my YouTube channel, Celeste Creates, and this is FlossTube number 48. Yes, I got that right. Okay, number 48, and I am here for an update. It's been almost 3 weeks, but not quite. And I have a little bit of cross stitch to show you today, as well as some crochet. And also announce a giveaway winner from the last video, from video number 46, and do another small giveaway. So if you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me. I hope you enjoy it. And if you are a returning subscriber, viewer, thank you so very much. I'm so glad you keep coming back to see what I've been up to. So we are all doing well here. January and February tend to be some of our busiest months of the year. I think some of our activities that the kids are involved in just tend to kind of snowball, and this is kind of when it all comes to a culmination and things are happening, and there's tournaments and competitions and things like that. So we've been really busy with both basketball and robotics, and it's been a lot of fun. But that requires a lot of driving and a lot of time, and it's all good. We have a great time. These are things that we've just been doing, I don't know, for years now, and we enjoy them, and we love watching our kids, grow and learn and participate in these things, and we're blessed to be able to do that, and so very thankful, but just very busy. So but I've been managing to stitch when I can, and gotten some things done. And then this past weekend I was at a basketball tournament for Friday and Saturday, and so it was easy for me I took some cross stitch in the car, and I worked on that a little bit when I would sit in the car and wait between some of the games for a little break. But in the stands, I am able to work on crochet pretty easily, so I got a lot done crochet wise this past weekend, so I'll show you that. And that's it. We're just kind of getting into a month. We have a couple birthdays coming up in February. I can't believe it's almost February. That January 2023 is already pretty much over. I don't know how that happened. But here we are. It is nice and chilly here today, so that's kind of nice. We always enjoy when January feels like January and not like June. This is my month, and look, there are days that I didn't stitch, and then I have question marks because I don't write it down soon enough. I just kind of forget what I did, but I know I stitched. So but I know there's not things I'm missing. I pretty much know what I worked on. So anyway, I will share with you today what I have been working on, and so let's get started. I think we are ready. So in the first bit of news, I had 2 finishes, which were actually yesterday. Here comes Doug. Oh, he's okay. If Doug makes an appearance, then you'll know. So I had 2 finishes that I actually got done yesterday. One of them I started back in, I believe it was November, or maybe it was October. I always kind of wonder about these things. Let's see. I started this one in October, on October 3rd, and finished it yesterday. So I've kind of really been focusing on this one, kind of really haven't switched to anything else lately, downstairs in my stitching chair, and I got this one finished. And then I had another small finish yesterday. So first up, I will show you the book that it comes from. This is just a lovely book. I love the book itself. Honeysuckle Manor from Blackbird Designs. And it just has some really, really beautiful charts in it. And its 2 main samplers are shown here on the back. This is Hannah Lavina Joslin, which I'm also doing, and I've spoken about this before. This one is for my maternal grandmother. And then I've changed the colors on this one, which is Margaret Harris, 1877. I've changed the colors. And I this is for my paternal grandmother, so my pink and my blue grandmother. So anyway, this chart is lovely. I am working on the other one, and we'll probably pick it up soon to work on it some more. So again, here is the finished sampler as it's pictured in the book. Really lovely. It's very, very pretty. But when I saw someone else, I think it's Marion Handwork, I will link her Instagram below, but also if you go to my Instagram page for my finish of this particular sampler, I also link her page there, and you can go see her color change. So I was really inspired by the way that she changed this sampler and added blues instead of so much. There's very little pink in this one. There's a little bit, but it's mostly white. Whereas this one I felt like just had a whole lot more pink in it. Okay, so she changed out the colors and added blue, and she was really sweet. I think I asked her in a comment what she used, and she shared the silks that she used. And so between that and just looking at the photo and looking at the silks that she used, I was able to come up with my own color conversion using over-dyed flosses. And I stitched this, and I'm so thrilled with it. I just think it is beautiful, and I love it. And that's a really perfect representation of color and everything. This is a beautiful piece of just Zweigart, 36 count. It's called Granite. I love this linen. It's just beautiful. It has no modeling or anything, but it is just a beautiful color. And so you can see where I added a lot of blue, changed up a green, and this is all based on her picture and the changes that she made. It wasn't even a complete picture, so I kind of had to figure out where I wanted things to go and what I wanted to do. And so you can see here, I think in the original sampler, there's a year under this tiny flower in over one, under this flower in over one. Here in over one is the name Margaret Harris, and then under here it has the town Walnut, Iowa. So I changed that up. I put the name, my paternal grandmother, Sadie S. Royce, at the bottom in the same green, and then I just did the year of her birth here, not in over one, just over two. They give you the numbers, and put that. So if you would like to stitch this with the colors that I figured out with my conversion that I did, please email me. My email is in the drop down box below. I made a little Word document and I've already been sending it to people. I'm more than happy to share the colors I used and where I put them. So I even numbered the flowers, kind of beginning here, this is 1 and this is 13, kind of going around which color I used where. And of course you're free to change it up, or but it gives you something at least to start with. So if you would like this color conversion, please email me and I'd be happy to send it to you. So that is Margaret Harris, which I have now renamed the Sadie sampler for my grandmother, and I am looking forward to getting that framed. So that's my first finish. All right. The other thing I finished yesterday, I started this little heart on January 21st. So my friends, the Saturday Stitchers, and I, which has now grown by 2 more people, which is really fun. We try and do a Zoom meeting monthly and stitch together, and sometimes we have a specific project and sometimes we just work on whatever. But today, or in January, when we did our Zoom call, we had decided that we would each start a Blackbird Heart. So we didn't pick a particular heart. It just needed to be a Blackbird Heart. Look through what you have and see, which heart you want to do. So that was really fun. I picked this chart that I have from Blackbird Designs. My Heart is Home. Only takes 2 colors. So I used those called for colors, which were Jakey Brown and Chris's Bonbon. And I picked a scrap of linen. I think it was 36 count limestone, which I think also is a Zweigart. And just picked a scrap and stitched this. It came together really quickly. And then I antiqued it with some of that Primitive Gatherings antiquing spray at the end. And here's my finish. So pretty. So I'm hoping to finish it just like, yeah, pretty much like it was in the picture. So here, instead of, I guess she did B for Barb, I put H for her last name. And then instead of the year I stitched it, I put 98 for 1998, which was the year my husband and I were married. And otherwise I stitched it just like it was charted. And I'm looking forward to putting that together. I guess you can kind of see where I antiqued it some. And my hope is to finish it somewhat similar to that, definitely in a heart shape. Not sure if I'll use that same trim or what I will do, but it will be something like this. So anyway, that is my heart all complete. So sweet. Okay, so if you do purchase some of this, it's called Instant Antique from Primitive Gatherings. And it comes in a spray bottle like this, but I had heard it recommended to use a mister. And so I bought, it was a package of 2 of these on Amazon. I can link it below. Please help me. I need to remember to do my links. I know somebody asked about it. I just kind of get it uploaded and done, and then I'm like, yay, I'm done. Okay, and I forget to go back and do the, or I'm lazy, one or the other. But this mister, I think, just gives it a little bit finer kind of a coating. And then I kind of store both my Ziploc bag because I'm really afraid that it'll fall over and then I will have antiqued, you know, my whole shelf in the closet. So anyway, just a, you know, public service announcement there. All right, so let's see. Those are mostly what I stitched on those 2 things and the finishes. The other thing I worked on, let me think. Okay, so the other thing I worked on, and this was the one I took to sit in the car with at the basketball tournament if I wanted to stitch instead of crochet for a little while. This wonderful book called Let Love Reign from Teresa Kogut. And of course, I absolutely love the main sampler in there. It's really beautiful. And I think, I don't know, I may do the whole sampler someday, but if not, I would do this right here. It's so pretty. I just love that. But that would have been a cute heart. Okay, anyway, I get sidetracked. But when I got this book, what I really loved was this beautiful little piece by that was stitched called Love Your Family. And I had originally picked out something else to do for an anniversary sampler for our 25th wedding anniversary this summer. And when I saw this one, I scrapped my plans on that one and chose this instead because I really loved how it looked. And then I really loved the quote from Mother Teresa at the bottom. And it says, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. And so I'm stitching this one, and I'm for sure trying to work on it on the 11th of every month because our anniversary is on July 11th. And so here I'm using just all the called for flosses, which I think were they all DMC? Let's see. Yes, DMC, and then just 2 weeks dye work. So I'm using all the called for colors, and here they are. Oh, there's my little key. I usually make like a little key for my flosses, and I keep that out. They're really kind of a mess here. Like I said, I was stitching in the car at a basketball tournament, but they're super pretty. And I am stitching this on a piece of linen, of course, from my favorite linen dyer. I know there are really so many beautiful linen dyers out there. And so many are starting to dye linen. I know somebody's always announcing somebody new, somebody's favorite, just some really, there's lots of beautiful linens out there. And honestly, my favorite is Tropical Stitches. My friend Laura from Tropical Stitches. I'm just really, I have loved every piece of linen that I have bought from her. And so I recommend that you run right over there and try some of her linen. You just can't go wrong. So let me see here when the heck I started this, because I don't remember. Let's see. I think you remember and then you just don't. Okay, I finally just had to pause the video because I couldn't find it. Okay, this is a beautiful linen from Tropical Stitches, and I found what it's called. It's 36 count Kateri, named after Saint Kateri Tekakwitha, and it's just this beautiful, beautiful color. I just love it. And here is my progress so far. Got that house all outlined, just filling in the house. Gonna work on that grass. I don't think I'll have any trouble finishing this by anniversary. So that is something that I worked on. Just filling in that roof while I was sitting in the car. I think I made sure I finished all the windows. So again, a good fill-in project for me to remember to take with me when I'm going somewhere, because I can work on that. There's a lot of fill-in on this one. So I love that one. Worked on that. All right, and last but not least, I had a new start yesterday. I was supposed to start it on February 1st, I think with April and with Kim. And I decided to go ahead and start early because I'd finished 2 things yesterday and I was ready to get started on it. So I don't have a color chart to show you, but this is a PDF download from Creative Poppy. And it is by the designer. It's all French. I think her name is Miriam. Everything's in French, so forgive me. Clemence Jeannot. 1889. I can try and sound like I can pronounce French, but I really can't. I did Google Translate to help me figure it out. Clemence Jeannot, 1889. And somebody had pointed out this sampler to Kim and said, oh, here's a bird, here's something for you to stitch. And there's a beautiful wreath in the center with this beautiful bird nest in the middle of it. And so we've decided to stitch just that part. And I can insert a picture of it here. So the name of the sampler company is Couleur Tourterelle, which I think means like turtle dove color. Correct me if I'm wrong if you speak French, but that's kind of what I think I figured out it means. It's a beautiful sampler. The whole thing is beautiful, but I know we will enjoy stitching just the center. It has not a million, but you know what I mean, DMC. And these are most of them. I think there's maybe a few that I'm missing on here. But look at all those colors. Aren't they beautiful? I don't even know if I need all of these for the center. I was going to try and figure that out, and then I just thought, you know, it's just DMC. I think I have most of it. Just put them on here. So those are the colors, the DMC. And this is a little piece of mystery. It was unnamed linen that I bought from Tropical Stitches, and it's beautiful. The whole thing. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Beautiful. And it was just the right size, and so I started this last night. Pretty. So it's a little more confetti-ish maybe than I'm used to, but it's going easily and well. And so I have this pretty little piece of linen. So pretty. From Tropical Stitches. And I think that's just going to be lovely on there. So that's a start, and I was really enjoying that last night. So hopefully I get a little bit of time to work on that over the next several days and do that. And I made this bag. I thought this was really pretty fabric. This is Tilda fabric. I just love this green. I made one with a blue pattern too. So pretty. So I think that is all I have in the way of cross stitch to show you. I have my basket of things I want to work on downstairs, and I have no intention of changing that anytime soon. It's got some really pretty samplers in my basket down there. So one that I've been kind of wanting to work on some more. One is the Savior's Praise. I want to work on that. And I also want to work on Mary Bars. For some reason that's calling to me, so we'll see. But for now, I'm going to work on this really pretty one on Clemence, as I will call her, and enjoy that for as long as I want to. So next thing I want to show you is a little bit of crochet. So I am by no means a master at crochet, but I have been enjoying it, keeping it simple because I'm not that good yet. But I did finish, this was my basketball crochet project for a while. It's a very simple granny stitch. It's a granny stitch shawl, triangle shawl. So you can see if I turn it right here, you can see how it's a granny stitch, right? And this is just a beautiful, it's a combination, it's part acrylic, but something else synthetic. And it's just really soft. If I can figure out what, it's just from Hobby Lobby. It may even have been a baby yarn, but it's really soft and I love it. And so I finished this shawl, nice triangle shawl, and it wraps nicely. And so I'm really happy with how that turned out. And that was great. I loved taking that to basketball because then I could just, watch and crochet. So the other project that I worked on after I finished this, I worked on this a lot this weekend. I will also add a link to this below. I'm all kind of all over the place. I had made and wanted a little bag to put my crochet in, but kind of like, not a project bag. And so I had bought a pattern. Her name is Jenny Baker, and I bought a drawstring bag pattern. It has 8 different sizes of fabric drawstring bags that you can make. All the same process, just different sizes and different way. Cut your fabric this big if you want to make this size. And I made a small one to carry a small shawl project in. Really enjoying that. But I've been working on these granny squares and I needed something bigger. So I pulled out my pattern, pulled out fabric off my shelf that I had, and I made another bag. Isn't that cute? This is Lori Holt fabric. That's how big it is on the bottom. And there's the little fabric ties. I love these bags. So much fun. Maybe I'll do some of these for giveaways sometime. So it opens up. I can sit it on my lap and, my stuff is inside. I love these bags. So what I've been working on, got a couple to add here, are my granny squares. So I am patterning it after something I saw on Instagram. Let me see if I can do this without making too much mess. And I have 6 colors of cotton yarn. It's the I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. And there's the colors. Aren't they pretty? Love those. And so I just keep making squares, and at some point here I'll probably buy some more because I'm not gonna have enough of these colors. And then just recently I decided that I was going to border them all one more round with this really pretty charcoal gray. I can show you again. Of course, I could just show you the squares, couldn't I? So there's a little, I had started one. I need to add some more to that. And I made a little, where's that? I made a little zipper pouch to throw in there that has scissors and my crochet hook and a needle to bury threads because I like to do that right in all my trash. So that, I love these bags, super cute. So then I keep these elsewhere, but I haven't even counted how many I have down to. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 14. I have no idea how many I'm going to make. I just keep making them, but I have 14 squares. So here's my stack. Aren't they fun? And then there is what they look like. So I can flip through those. Some pretty ones. And so this gray is going to be that's the color I will use to join them. And at some point I will lay them out again and maybe kind of figure out how wide I want it. So I just, you know, I pick a center and kind of go with it. Aren't they fun? So I showed a picture of some of them before I'd made some more over the weekend. I showed a picture of them laid out on the floor on my Instagram, and they're just so soft, and I really am enjoying working on those. So that's a project, and someday it will be a blanket or an Afghan, whatever you want to call it. So I bought some other yarn off of Amazon, a 3-pack that I kind of wanted to try, and there was a designer on Instagram that I saw that is going to be putting out, it was just a blanket that I really liked how she was making it, and I asked her if that was available, and she said it will be soon. So when I get that and I have something to show you, I will show you. But I am enjoying having some crochet to work on as well. So I think with that, we are ready for the giveaway. So last time I had decided that I needed to do a re-giveaway because nobody ever claimed their prize the first time. So I am giving away, this is last time's giveaway, the Consider the Lilies chart. So I completed this last year. And all the DMC to stitch it in DMC like I did. And I even gave you my little, told you I make these little keys. This was the key that I used when I was stitching. So the winner for that is so I'm really, really glad that you won this. I hope that you will enjoy it. Please email me. My email is in the drop-down box below with your name and address, and I can get this in the mail to you. And I hope you will enjoy stitching it as much as I did. So then for today, I have a set of 2 charts from Luminous Fiber Arts. And this one's called A Robin's Discovery. Just go together and then savor every stitch. And so if you would like to be entered to win this, you must be 18. I'd love it if you could be a subscriber. Don't say giveaway. And the word you're going to use is savor. What do you savor? What do you it could be food, it can be something else, but we all savor something, you know, savor our quiet time, our time in nature, whatever it is. But we're going to use the word savor, and you'll be entered in to win these 2 charts, which are so cute. I love them. So I hope that you are having a wonderful early part of the year. January is almost done. February is coming. The season of Lent will be upon us before I know it. And so I just pray that you are really enjoying some quiet time stitching and prayer and reading, whatever it is that you love to do. And I hope that you will come back and visit me again next time. And until then, happy stitching and God bless you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.